download the app all over again.
Oh, thank you. Welcome, boss.
Thank you, guys, and thank you for being patient. So can I get straight to business?
Yes, boss.
All right. Guys, first of all, I think I should say congratulations for being here, for waiting, for making it. A lot of persons probably signed up, but they never showed up. So there is a challenge with my kinsmen. My kinsmen like to chill and then complain. But the few that are going to put in work will always make it. And then those that decided to chill before now will end up hating those that will end up making it. It is that simple. Or they begin to say, oh, you've gone to do some fetish stuff, some voodoo stuff to succeed. Now, we have experienced some technical glitches here and there, back and forth. Some persons that I'm out, I'm done. But those that are here, congratulations to you guys. So I'm just going to go straight to the point because we've actually eaten a couple of minutes off of the scheduled time. All right. So I'm going to try to share my screen. This is the first time I'm using this system. I hope I'm able to navigate entire full screen. Let me see. Share screen. Full screen. Let's see what this is about. Let's see. I'm trying to look for where to share my screen. I haven't used this this is the first time. So, guys, first off, if you can hear me, please give me one in the chat box. I'm talking about attendees. If you can hear me, give me one in the chat box. So, Digital Life Prince, once again, well done for putting this together. You and your co-hosts, Fabian, Wemba, Etienne, Zebedee, and Killian. You guys, well done. Okay. So first, I need somebody to guide me through on how to share my screen. So I just go straight to business. There's no time to waste. Okay, so I just go straight to business. Okay, let me see. I'm trying to look for that. I'm supposed to go to settings. I'm trying to look for how to share my screen. It's the first time I'm using this.
Just let the boss share directly, since you can control from there.
If you can control my screen from here, fine. Why not?
No, I can't control your screen from my end.
All right, so just give me the power to do that then. Okay, so let's serve the people that are here and are ready to go.
Yeah, I think you can share your screen. I think if you look at the that
share, I see the
for...
share. I see it. Share entire screen. I see it now. So open system. Oops, I'm supposed to go system preference. Wow. Try now. Enable sharing screen access. To start sharing your screen, please provide access to Zoho. Okay, let me go to boom. Go to system preference. Wow. It's a lot with these devices. Zoho, I'm gonna check it now. No, it's fine. Zoho meeting will not be able to record content on your screen. Why? Until you quit. Okay. Okay. All right, guys, I had to relaunch my screen, my system. after downloading the after going to the system preference. So guys, if you can hear me, please, I need you to give me one in the chat box. Let's just get to it. Give me one in the chat box, please. I see a couple of persons raising their hands. Please give me one in the chat box if you can hear me. Can the audience type in, please, if they can type? Hello, Digital Life Prince, can you hear me?
Yes, boss, very clearly. And I can see they are typing 111.
Okay. 111. Okay, you can see from your end. Okay, that's brilliant. I see that. Let me see. Okay. Can see no sound. Okay. You can see people are saying 111. Okay, that means they can hear me. All right, let me just go back to it. So guys, straight to business. Like I was saying, a lot of persons signed up to be on this webinar, but never showed up. So it's like that. You know, it's about taking action, right? You can get the information, but when you don't take action, you're still going to be like, oh, damn, if I had known I should have done this, I didn't believe it, I should have done this, I should have done that. So those who take action will always win. It is that simple. The rest will just sit there and just bother and complain about the government, complain about the system, complain about the world not being fair to them and all that. But you're here, you're running your internet and all that. You want to grab something. So let's get it. So, guys, you're about to experience something. The good thing is you are coming when at the right time. We have waited a couple of years because there's a cycle, right? I mean, there's a cycle when it comes to this crypto stuff. So you are actually coming at the right time. All right. There's something called the Bitcoin halving, and it happens every 3 to 4 years. And whenever it happens, it takes a couple of months and then the market explodes. The last time we had this was in 2020, and then the market exploded in 2021. Towards December thereabout, then it exploded in 2021. So now we are entering a super mega cycle. And this cycle is going to be so huge because of the activities that have happened. Like we talked about the post-Bitcoin halving, right? And this, I'm going to look at other things as well. Bitcoin ETF approval. All right, so let's just get into business, okay? So yeah, once again, welcome. And I shouldn't be saying welcome. I should be saying congratulations for being here because you're about to experience something, right, that nobody will ever take their time to tell you, okay? So we're going to be looking at the post-Bitcoin halving, the next bull run positioning workshop activities, how to position, and then the underlying strategies and moves on how to make the money, right? So you're getting in, you're going to put in money, you're going to take a couple of risks, okay? But it is not like it's not it's a Ponzi scheme. It's not like you're gonna put in $100 or $10 and then it's gonna become, yes, I mean, I'm gonna give you a couple of stories. People turned 73 euros into 350,000 euros, some turned in a lot of money. Okay, you're gonna see proof, all right, but you have to keep an open mind. You know that you're taking risks. It's not going to, you're not putting money today and boom, tomorrow you're going to be in profit. A lot of persons made profit like in a couple of days during the heat of the bull market. You probably are going to make money, but I don't want to make you this crazy, oh, you're going to put in $100 and tomorrow you're going to make money. Okay, that is why I have this disclaimer. Okay, so I'm going to let you, if you want to take screenshots, take screenshots. Okay. All right, so whatever I'm giving to you here is just for information purposes. Now, this is just normal routine for me to exonerate myself because I'm not a certified financial advisor. So it is just important that I do this. That's why I'm saying this. So it's more like I'm going to give you all of the information. I'm going to tell you what is obtainable, but I don't have control over your money. That is exactly what I'm doing right now. Your money is yours. What this means is a lot of persons are going to want to use their house rent, use their kids' school fees. If you ask me, I'm going to tell you, you don't want to use that kind of money for anything, not for any kind of business, right? If the money is for rent, it's for rent. I mean, you need a roof over your head. That is why I'm doing this, all right? But it's just for formality purposes. So you can take a screenshot and read later, all right? So like I also said here, like I said, text, images, audios, videos is made available solely for educational and informational purposes only, and does not constitute or a professional legal advice. You see, okay, that's what I was saying. It's not a professional or legal advice on how to go about your money, right? So just read through. So guys, let's get into it. Let's look at the highlight. We'll be looking at the traditional crypto market cycles. Okay, just relax. Okay, what you're going to get here, it's going to change the way you see crypto. And for those of you that have been in it, I'm sure you're going to be like, oh, I didn't know this. If I'd known this, I would have made so much money during the last bull market. And then we're going to look at the annotation of crypto trading market cycle. Remember, it is cycle. There's one cycle, there's another cycle, just like that. It happens like that, rinse and repeat. And then we're going to look at the last bull run success stories and the mistakes to avoid, because a lot of persons made so many mistakes. There's a guy whose money went to $1 million plus. He got greedy. Even when I told him to take 70%, which would have amounted to $700 and something thousand, he said, oh, I'm going to wait. And he regretted. Okay, you're going to see proof. He sent a message later on. And then we're going to be looking at the prolonged bearish bias, my prolonged bearish bias anyways, and the underlying fundamentals. Why I was saying from 2022 that this bear market was going to be long, and why we are here now. Okay, everything has played out. So we're just going to look at the factors that are remaining before the bull market is going to explode. I'm going to show you those parameters. And then you also get to know the reason why now is the best time to get into crypto for maximum gains. And then finally, why and how to use the copy and paste strategy to your advantage. What the previous persons did, they just copied and pasted and made money. They didn't need to go and learn, do all sort of tech. They don't need to do all of the research. They just stay in a community. When I say, guys, buy this, they copy and paste. Boom. Everybody makes money. All right. So let's get into it. First things first, let's look at the market cycles, how it works. There are the bulls and there are the bears, all right, in the market. Okay. And they follow patterns. I'm sure you must have heard bear market, bull market. Yeah. When it's bullish, that's when the money is coming in. You're making money. When it's bearish, your money is either stagnant or you're losing 1% here, 20% here, or sometimes it drops 50%, but it pumps again, right? So we have the bulls and the bears. And then there is a duration for this between 8 months to 2 years. But this bear market has been the longest. What this means is after the bear market, the bull market is going to be very, very massive. Everybody knows it's going to be very massive because of all of the fundamentals activities that have been taking place ahead of the curve, right? So during this period, okay, this 18 to 2 years, the bulls they take their turns. After the bull market, the bulls hand over to the bears take the turn. So that's how it works. It is what it is. I don't know who designed it, but it is what it is. That's how it is, right? So 18 to 2 years, excuse me. Let me drink some water. Now, there are two keywords you need to understand. There is the euphoria, and then there is the despair. When there is euphoria in the market, that is when you need to sell. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give you signs so you get to know. During this period, everybody's talking about Bitcoin, crypto on your WhatsApp status, Facebook, even your Uber driver is telling you, oh, I just bought this coin. I just bought that coin. Then you now know that this is the time to sell when everybody's talking about it. Talking good stuff. The news, CNN, BBC, everybody's talking about good about it. That is when to sell. Now, despair is this little window that we are almost flushing out. Nobody wants to buy. Everybody's saying, oh, crypto is dead, blah, 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 right? This is when you begin to take your positions. This is when you begin to take your position. And the sweetest part is after the Bitcoin halving is where the magic happens, because we all know that 3 to 6 months after the Bitcoin halving, the space is going to explode. So by default, a lot of us are waiting to go in harder and heavier a couple of months from now. So the Bitcoin halving was in April, and we are just in June, April, May, June. So we're counting 3 to 6 months. So very soon the third month is going, the third month is going to come in, right? And then boom, gradually, and then after 6 months, explode. Your money is going to go from $100 to $30,000. And you yourself, I mean, I'm going to tell you a story. A friend of mine was like, his wife said, "You're sure this money is real money?" Because he went from $500 to over 90 something thousand dollars. And the wife said, "Oh, come on, man, this thing is not real money. You can't spend it. It's just online." Until he withdrew into his account and still doubted and went to the ATM. Okay, we'll get to that part. So euphoria defeats top. Okay, you're going to hear stuff like, "Oh, the top is in, the top is in." It means the top is in. That means from there, everybody's going to start selling. And then despair depicts bottom. That means you buy from the bottom. Right? Hold on, guys, hold on a second. I think my family is at the door. Guys, sorry, I mistakenly locked the door from inside, so my family just went out. All right, so there's the top, there's the bottom. Euphoria is top, despair is bottom. So you need to understand these terminologies because you're going to see it. Probably you're going to be on Twitter. By the way, if you're not on Twitter and you want to get into crypto, you should go create an account because all of the gossips are all there, right? Now, the bull run is fueled by the media and new investors. So this is what I said, like I explained before now. The media is going to be saying good stuff about crypto, and then everybody's going to jump on it. Like I said, your Uber driver, even the woman selling by the roadside, he said, "Oh, I just bought XYZ token. I just bought that." Know that this is the time to sell because everybody's coming in. Everybody's coming in. So nobody's selling. Everybody's just buying. So the market is green. For you that has this information, this is when you need to sell. So the knowledge of this is going to help you make a lot of money and get out at the right time without being emotional. Because a lot of you guys, let me even say this, even after getting this information, so many of you will still get stubborn. You're going to say, "Oh no, not me. When I get there, when my 1,000 turns into 300,000, I cannot be that greedy. $300,000, I haven't seen that kind of money before. I'm going to get out." Let me tell you for free. I always get this story of, "No, it's not me." But when the time comes, they start arguing. Let me give you a typical example. Digital Life Prints. I gave you guys a coin called Watts, right? From 5 cents, and then it got from half a penny, and then it got to 1 cent. And I said, "You guys sell because you're going to need the money to buy some tokens towards the new memes that are going to explode during this bull market towards the end of June and first week in July." Somebody still didn't sell, and he came to my DM on Instagram and said, "Sir, what do you think about? I want your take on Watts. If it's a solid project, I'm ready to hold." You see? Meanwhile, I've given the instruction saying, "Guys, take this profit, this over 200% profit, keep the money. The main play is going to come end of June, first week in July, so you can use this money to play those ones." But he didn't buy, he didn't sell because it was still pumping, right? The price was still going up. Now that the price is beginning to retrace, he ran to my DM. That's why I just said, "What was the information I gave to you guys on the Telegram?" Matter of fact, I did not even wait for him to respond. I took a screenshot. I said, "Did you see this?" He said, "Yes." I said, "Whatever decision you decide to take after you read this, that's on you. So don't come bother me with if you should hold or if it's a good project." So what I'm saying in essence is a lot of you are going to get information from me saying time to take out 70%, sell 70% out and leave the rest. A lot of you will still say, "Oh man, I've heard this other guy, there's this influencer that said this coin is still going to go up." It's not going anywhere. Once you start hearing people talking about it, talking so much, it is time to sell. But I'm going to show you more graphical representation so you get to understand. Okay. So the bull market, like I said, okay, before I go to the bear market, is fueled by good stuff said by the media and new investors. So the bear market is fueled by fear from the bottom because everybody is scared it's going to zero. So everybody starts selling. So some persons that don't sell at the right time, let's say they're going with $10,000 and their money gets to drop to, let's say, $500. From $10,000, it drops to 1,000, for instance. They're just like, oh, instead of just losing the entire 10,000, let me just take this 1,000. So this is how some persons sell and lose the money. I remember somebody who bought BTC, Bitcoin, last in 2021 at $60,000. When it dropped down to 20,000, he got fed up. He got upset and said, oh, instead of just losing everything, let me just sell. Now he sells, and then Bitcoin is back to how much? Way over 60,000. Now, he couldn't wait. But I don't want you guys to go through that emotional stress and trauma of waiting. That is why you are watching this. So you're going to, I don't care whether or not you get to join my community. It's just for you to know that dumbass called NYCE AYUK told us that when everybody starts talking about it, that's the right time to sell. Watch it. As soon as you sell, that's it. You're going to thank your stars for selling. Now, let's move to the next stage. So yeah, the bear market is fueled by fear from the bottom. So because everybody gets scared like it's going to zero, so they sell and sell. And then the smart guys who know how to play the game, they've already sold at the top. And then at the bottom, they start positioning again. Okay, so let's look at this representation. So it gives you a proper idea of how the game is being played. So as you can see, we have valuation here. Valuation is when the price is going up, and the time. So the cycle is about valuation and time frame, right? Then during this period, what transpires, what happens during this period? Okay, so we have three boxes here. There's the smart money, institutional money, and retail investors. So I'm sure this is going to make sense. Now, the smart money guys are those of us who know when to buy. When it is quiet, everybody has given up, nobody's interested, right? Like right now, a lot of persons are not interested. The media is not talking about it. So this is where you are supposed to get in, which is the stealth phase, smart money. So once you get in here, it just goes quietly, and then it start climbing, and then the institutional money start coming in, right? The media start talking about it, good stuff. And then once it goes from where it is now, between 60 and 70,000 to let's say 200, let's say 180, retail investors start hearing that, oh, Bitcoin is going to get to, I'm using Bitcoin as a benchmark, okay? So this includes other tokens we are going to buy. So everybody's talking about it. More investors, those that don't even know about crypto, didn't even know or heard and weren't interested and thought it was going to zero, will start coming here. Like I said, retail investors. I'm sure it makes sense, right? Now let's go back to the previous slide. So let's see it. So I said here that the bull market is fueled by the media and new investors. I'm sure it makes sense now. So now let's just proceed. By the way, you're hearing the cry of a baby. My wife just gave birth. So, we just have a new baby, and the baby is just barely 20 days old. But again, like I said, you have to take action. You have to put in work. Estimate our time to do this webinar. There are no excuses. I already said I was going to do something for my people, and I'm here. Else, I should be there trying to help with the baby, right? Okay, so that's it. It starts first with a little takeoff, quiet, nobody knows, which is called stealth phase, right? So there's the stealth phase, there's the awareness phase, and then there's the obsession phase. I'm going to explain this. Awareness is media. Obsession is when everybody wants to go in. So as we move forward, I'll explain further. So yeah, then there's going to be, the market goes up, there's going to be a first sell-off, and people think the price want to go back down again. Then boom, it's going to shoot. It's called the bear trap, right? It's going to shoot, boom. And then there's going to be media attention. Remember, I mentioned media. Media is going to grab the attention. It's going to catch the media attention, right? And then the media is going to start talking about it. Good stuff, right? The price keeps going up. Boom. There's going to be enthusiasm. A lot of persons are going to be more interested. Even you right now, if you initially had like $5,000 invested in it, you'll be thinking, oh man, I should have done 15,000. I should have done 20,000. You probably are going to buy more coins that are going to spring up during that period. Like I said, coins created during after the Bitcoin halving and during the bull run, they perform better because there is little inflation. A lot of persons are not holding. So I'm going to explain further as we move. Okay, get into the session. Okay, so there's going to be enthusiasm. Retail investors are going to jump in, and then somehow greed is going to set in. A lot of persons are going to get greedy. They want to buy, they want to buy, they want to buy. They're just going to buy everything, right? You know that, yes, we are getting close to when we need to sell. And then boom, there's going to be some persons are going to get delusional, right? They start thinking, oh, if I sell my house or if I sell a family house and put the money is going to become $200 million, $300 million. Mama on the live session. Okay, so excuse me, all right? Close the door. I love you, my baby. Okay, so it's not easy being a parent. She just got back. She's already crying. She cannot see her daddy. All right. So guys, please just excuse that. So they're going to get delusional, but when you are in a community, you're going to discuss. I'm experienced. I'm going to tell you, relax, don't do this, don't do that, don't get carried. A lot of you are going to come to my DM like, oh, there's this token, like, no, you already didn't get in early, so there's no point. You can't jump on a token that is already 11,000%. Like today, there's a coin that just got launched, and I'm looking at it 17,000%. There's no way I'm going to get into the coin, right? You see, but some persons, if you don't know, that's when they jump in and then they get dumped on. All right. So after this, there's going to be a new paradigm. We're going to talk about the next new paradigm that's going to happen very soon off of this incoming bull run, right? Now, for me, this is not where I'm going to sell. This is where I'm going to sell. Let's say Bitcoin gets to 150 at grid level, top grid level, and then it gets to 190. A lot of persons will be waiting for 200, 250, right? This is what I'm going to tell my community to sell. Because let's say you go in here at 60, and then it gets to 190. What's the point? Sell off. Remember, we're not buying Bitcoin. We're going to buy coins that are going to do 100, 200, 1000x. So what's the point waiting? You just sell off here, and then it gets to the new paradigm. A new paradigm, people begin to think, oh, it's going to get to 1 million. Dude, it's not going to get to 1 million. And then before you know it, the big boys will sell off. Whoop. As soon as they sell off, there's going to be what? There's going to be the first denial of that new thing you're looking for, the next one. And then after the first denial, you're going to have what we call a bull trap. It's going to act as if it's going to go up again. By then, a lot of persons get comfortable. So, yeah, it's going up again. And then after that, there's going to be return to normal. This return to normal state can take like 4 months. The price is going to be hovering around 190, 200. It comes back to 180, 195. It goes back to 200. And then guys who know the game know that this thing has lasted for over 3-4 months. This price is not going up again. The euphoria that we talked about will gradually begin to die. So all of the hype will begin to die. And once that happens, is a reversal, right? So it's the reverse. It's the opposite that will now happen. Despair begins to come in. Then after like 3, 4, 5 months, boom, the price is fear is gonna set in. As soon as fear sets in, everybody's scared. Then at some point, the price is gonna just be at, let's say, for instance, 180,000 for the next 1 month. It's not moving. It's just there. Bitcoin is just there. Then you know that fear has set in, and then boom, there's gonna be capitulation, a big, massive drop in price. From that, let's say 200, 190, back to maybe 110 or 90 something thousand. Then you know that once Bitcoin drops, all coins will drop even further. Let's say if Bitcoin drops, say 10%, all coins are going to drop like 60% because we are going to be holding all coins, not Bitcoin. So you see, once you understand this, you know that, boom, you know when to sell, you know when to get out the market. Don't even let anybody tell you differently. When I tell you sell, you're going to sell. There's nothing like, oh, sir, I think it's going to go up. There's this influencer. He has 1 million followers. They are trying to make you stay there so that they can take more profit, right? So it returns to despair. And then after a while, the price returns to takeoff. Remember, we had takeoff here. If you check the graph, takeoff here is low. And then the new takeoff is just a little bit away from the previous takeoff. That is how the game is being played. It is that simple. Let me even show you guys the fear and greed index. So you can use that to your advantage if you want to check it yourself once the market starts going parabolic. You can use that to know when there is greed and when to get out. Okay. So you just go on Google and type fear and greed index. It's going to show it to you. So you can choose whichever you want. Let me see. Index Bitcoin. So we're going to see, let's see images. Let's see where we are right now. I want to make sure I get the right one. So this one is saying 50%. Okay, what is saying here? The greed level is about 72. This is actually not that correct for Bitcoin. But you're going to use this at the right time. You're going to know. Okay. So gradually, they could call it greed, but greed hasn't really fully set in. So, but at the time of the real greed we're talking about, it's going to be 100%, like, you know, extremely greedy, right? 100%. So you're going to see it. So once I say sell, you're going to double check and see extremely greedy, and then it's time for you to get out. All right. So let's go back to our slide. Boom. And boom. So there you have it. So this is going to help you understand when to take money and get out. Now, let's look at my bearish bias for a period of time and why I feel we are very close to the bull cycle. So I did this in 2022 and then did a repeat in 2023. And this is the part of the slide I have. That's why I used to have 2023 there, right? And how I'm preparing for the bull market. So first things first, I told my community there's going to be regulations, and regulations have already come in. Like now in Europe, you can't send more than 3,000 USD via your crypto.com wallet to anybody. And before you send, you need to provide information of the person, KYC. So these regulations are there. Canada is saying you have to pay 56% off of your capital gains. America is saying 40 something. Australia is saying 30%. So for those of you back in Africa, there are no regulations on how much you're supposed to pay after making profit, right? So for those of you that are here, that are in diaspora, there are things I can't say on this public webinar. But if you when we join our community, if you decide to join, it's not mandatory. When the time comes, I'm going to show and share with my community on how they can get the money, and then they don't get into all of this trap, because you can't go through all of these emotional stress and then somebody takes 56% of your money. Really, it's like making $1,000 and the person takes takes $560. Okay, what about when you lose? Do they give you money? They don't give you money. But when you make money, they want to take it. So we're going to look at about this is the private stuff. It's not something I can say on this public because I don't know who is here. All right. So regulations are already here. As at the time I did this, there were no regulations like that. Then the recession is the one that is still pending. But the recession has been announced in Europe, the UK, and all over the place. But the US is still holding. They haven't actually announced theirs, but they will, most definitely. They will talk about it. So let's look at the next one. ETF approval. Yes. I said when we did this, there was no ETF approval. They approved one in February, right? And then they've now approved the Ethereum ETF as well. So these ones have been approved. So this box has been ticked. This one has been ticked. And then the next one is international laws and regulations, all right? These are all under regulation, like I was saying. like I mentioned, they have international laws now and regulations. And then there's the 1% power tussle. That too has been ticked. BlackRock is buying Bitcoin. Grayscale is buying Bitcoin. China, a lot of these countries are buying Bitcoin. Okay, they want to hold as much as they can hold, so they can control that part of money, right? The digital money, right, or digital gold, if you prefer. So that has been taken. Now, when all of these things happen, there's supposed to be recovery, right? So gradually, there's going to be recovery. Now, I didn't even think about the war. I didn't even consider the war, right? So the war part of it played a ton of role in this bear market that we are right now. But we're going to talk about the war in front, all right? I have some information there. I'll tell you why we are still here. So I talked about okay, this is supposed to be BTC halving, right? Not Ethereum. So I'm just going to knock something off here. Okay, this was supposed to be ETF, both Bitcoin and Ethereum. So yeah, the halving happened. Has happened already. Happened in April. So this box, this one is ticked, and then the U.S. election is happening in November, a couple of months away, right? And then after that, we're going to have one big media stuff happening. It's just the way it is. And this media announcement, for me, is going to be Elon Musk. And Elon said midway this year, he's going to launch the payment system for X. And once that happens, we all know it's going to be crypto, and it's going to be either Dogecoin, it's going to mention Dogecoin, it's going to mention Bitcoin. And when this explodes, it trickles down to the other tokens. That's just the way it is. And the last bear market actually started when he said, okay, Tesla is no longer accepting Bitcoin for their products. But he's been building a lot, and we know that he's going to make that announcement. So 3 boxes remaining: recession, but again, technically recession is already there. The US election, and then the big name and media announcement. Then after that, we're going to have a full-blown super cycle. So we might even have a double one. It might happen first, and after the elections, we see how things play. Then 2025, it explodes again, right? So these are the things that I've been looking at, and I've already ticked all the boxes. And after the halving, boom, there's ETF. ETF has been approved, and this is what we've been praying for. So there is a no-brainer. This is the best time to get in, but you need to know what you're buying, so you don't go just buy anything, right? Now, like I said, the only fastest way to do it is to do the copy and paste. A lot of businesses are doing copy and paste. Even your favorite billionaires are doing copy and paste. So there's no point trying to want to go study whatever. You can have fundamentals, no problem, but don't try go chatting, researching, and then looking for coins to buy. Just join a community, copy and paste. All right. Let me give you an insight to why copy and paste is very important. And I'll show you a few entities that don't even want you to know about this. First is your favorite and the richest man in Africa, because I'm considering majority of you guys are actually Africans, right? Dangote copied a company called Danone in France completely. Copied their logo, copied their style, copied everything, right? You see the name is almost similar, right? I'm going to show you logo. GTB Bank copied a company in Europe, Orange Telecommunication. They just copied and pasted their logo completely. The only thing they did was just put a white box in the orange, and I'm wondering, like, what is this white box for? You just copied these guys, we know. So don't act like we don't know. Zoom copied Skype. Skype was first, but now a lot of you guys, a lot of you that are really young, you don't even know what Skype is, but you know Zoom. But Zoom copied Skype and made it better. You just copied, pasted, and went. Boom. Voltic Water. This one I'm going to show you something. Voltic Water copied Volvic Water. Voltic is in Ghana. Volvic is in Europe. They just copied. The only thing they did here, if you look very closely, sounds almost the same. Voltic, Volvic. They only just changed the V here. They removed the V and put a T here. It became Voltic. Copy, paste, and go. Right? Let me go. Telegram copied WhatsApp. I think that one is a no-brainer. Then Shiba Inu is a coin that copied Dogecoin. They're all dogs, right? Now, let me just go to my browser and show you about Voltic Water before I proceed. Boom. So where is Voltic Water? This is, let me start revolving. Okay, I'm just going to do here. I'm just going to change this V to T. These are the guys who copied Voltic Water. Let's see. Voltic Water Ghana. Let me put images. So this is Voltic Water. They've rebranded, but this is where they copied from. Let me show you this. So this is Voltic Water. All they did was change the name, the T, the V, and replaced it with a T. And it's water they're selling. Now let's move further down and look at Volvic. Now this is Volvic. Oh, hold on. Volvic. This is the power of copy and paste. So this is Volvic, right? So Voltic copied these guys. These guys are also selling water. These guys are green and they have a V. They changed that to blue and they put a T. So you can't even say, a lot of people don't know, okay? But I don't want to put you through the stress of researching. So I've done all of this and I'm teaching you to let you know that all you need to do is find a community, especially for those of you that are busy doing other things. You just stay there. Learn the fundamentals on how to buy. Just buy, hold. When the time comes, you just sell, right? Let's go back to the slide. I will get there fast and fast so we can finish. Okay, guys. So because we're already taking so much time. Boom, boom, boom. Now let me show you something. This is Dangote. This is Danone. So Dangote just did what? He swapped this red up here and then added an eagle to it. His name is Dangote and this is Danone. Boom. Easy stuff. GTB Bank just copied. This GTB Bank is in Nigeria, right? And I'm sure GTB Bank is in Cameroon, is in Ghana. Yeah, it's everywhere anyways. What they did here, just copied these guys and put a white box in between. Duh, what does that mean? They just made it now, okay, yeah, it's not a complete copy, but they just copied their way, made it simple for them. Zoom and Skype, it's that simple, right? So all you need to do is right now, the time is too short for you to go and study anything. Yes, you can get trainings to understand how the things work, but don't even bother your head. Just join a community that has been there, been where you are going, right? Just find a community. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to come to my community, right? Find a community, a paid one. You can pay, okay? Because what you get for free, you don't even take seriously. So find a community, join there. Community that has been where you want to go to, right? They must show you proof. Let them show you proof, right? Like I'm going to show you. So let's proceed. Okay. So let's talk about some success story because you're going to be like, oh, he's been talking plenty of stuff. What is your story? Because this is me. What I ask people to, if you want to try to tell me about stuff, the question is, what is your story, right? I think someone just said you didn't tell us about you. I'm going to talk about me later on, okay? My name but like again, like I said, again, what I said during my sessions, it is about the people attending. It's not about me. I didn't come here to tell you about me or my story, but I'm going to show you a little stuff about me anyway. So, but anyways, before I proceed, let me just navigate and show you, okay? If you want to read about me, you can just type my name on the internet, NYCE AYUK, okay? You can find my website. This is me. This is NYCE AYUK. So you can go to NYCE AYUK and just read more about me. Okay, there's a little information about me there. You can read. You can see about my early life. See me there. See me and family. And then if you want Instagram, you can just go on Instagram. That's me there, NYCE AYUK. And you can scroll and just navigate and read about me. See about my stuff. Go on Twitter and all that. All right. So let's go back. Like I said, today's about you, it's not about me. So let's focus on you, right? So in 2021, we did a lot of numbers. Dogecoin, we went from 0.001 to 73 cents. Do the math. I want you to do the math yourself. From here, 0.001 to 73 cents. Do the math. So let's say we did 70x. If you had 1,000 into Dogecoin, you would have done 70,000 in a space of 3 months. Nobody will give you that kind of money. Your bank won't give you that kind of money. We'll move to the next one. FTM, we went from 12 cents to $3, $3 plus. SafeMoon did 1 million percent. 1 fucking million percent. SafeMoon. And SafeMoon was created after the Bitcoin halving. This is why I'm saying this is the best time to come in after the halving. Post Bitcoin halving. Best positioning. Then Matic went from 10 cents to $2 plus. Matic. Okay. Especially this FTM. There's a boy whose money went from to 3. I told him sell. He said no, he's waiting. FTM is going to get to $7. I told him sell. He refused. But now FTM is back to approximately 20 cents, thereabout. See, I'm sure he's beating himself. I should have sold. Shiba Inu did a lot of you must have heard of Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu did 1 million percent. Again, it was created after the Bitcoin halving. It was created during the bull market. I'm going to show you proof, okay? I'm not just going to just rant and then not show you proof. Remember, the last bull market was in 2021. Theta did, we went from 9 cents to $14. I need you to do your math. 9 cents to $14. I have proof. I posted on Twitter. I went to dig when I was talking about it to post, and people were like, "Oh, I remember when you posted about it." Some guy said, "Oh, you're being delusional. It's never going to get to $14," but it did. Even the Dogecoin. I'm going to show you proof. When I said it was going to get to 70 cents, they said, "Oh, never going to happen. It's never going to happen," but it happened, right? So that's it. So let's look at it. This is when I gave the Dogecoin signal to my group. All right. Then we're on WhatsApp. December 20th, 2020. I gave them at this price because first I went in and to test the waters at 0.001. Then gave to my community when I noticed things were moving at 0.004. What is it? See it here. When we hit 0.73, it wasn't me that did this. Someone that said this was when you prophesied that Doge will get to 0.7 from 0.004, 20th December 2020. Wahala for who still the doubt breakout God. I didn't even remember this. I don't know. And that was when I realized these kids, once you give them a signal, they take a screenshot and keep it. 2 things. They are hoping it fails so they can laugh at you. Or they are hoping, I'm sure the person that took the screenshot wasn't even hoping it to get there because a lot of things happened in my inner circle then. So even the staff that was working for me said something to some people who did not buy. He said, it can never get to 70 cents. What is wrong with him? Why does he keep calling big numbers? But it happened. So this person that took this screenshot actually took the screenshot to laugh at me. But it ended up the other way around. All right, let's proceed. This guy here was close to me, but I'm so upset that he didn't listen to me. This is his profit on Dogecoin. $1.76 million. He went in with just barely, was it $1,800? His money got to this. So he texted me, was it early last year, and said, "Hello, sir, I just realized I didn't share with you how much I made off of Dogecoin. Although I lost so much of it to the market as I didn't take profit, but I have learned the hard lesson and won't make the same mistake again. Listening to your recording and I see I didn't share it." Look, a lot of you will still make the same mistake. That is somebody put his generation together, his grandfather, forefathers, all of them put together. The money they've seen is not close to, it's not even anywhere $100,000, but he made 1 million and refused to take profit. When I told him take 70%, he refused. I think that kid was barely 23. Take. He said, "No, boss, Elon Musk is talking about this coin. I think it's going to get to $1. Dude, we just went from sold to 73 cents. Take your money. A lot of you today are saying in your head, God forbid, I will sell. No, you will still behave that way. At that time, you're going to even think you're smarter than me. You're going to say, This breakout gold. There's one white man that even said Bitcoin is going to get to, and that white man even has more followers than him. Duh. You're going to lose a lot of, I'm not even praying for you. I'm telling you the fact. A lot of you will still get to that point. You're going to make a lot of money. You're not going to take profit. You're going to not listen to the person that even gave you the coin, to listening to somebody that you don't even know. Why? Because you feel like, oh, because you don't have access to the person, which is what my people in Nigeria call C finish. You're like, oh, it's a C finish. They're like, you know, I mean, this guy, I mean, come on, man. I mean, it's in a circle. So careful. Don't be like this guy. Let's proceed. Let's look at some other profit. This guy here, and I have a rule. Once you make a lot of money, I'm using just Dogecoin because I've shown you a couple, right? I have a rule. Once you make money, I always tell people, buy yourself a trophy. This guy called me, he DM'd me one morning saying, "Good morning, sir. Please, I want to sell 133,000 USDT. I sold half of my Dogecoin." He even tried. This one sold half of his Dogecoin. Even when I said sell 70%, he sold just 50%. And I want to get myself a trophy, a house in Lekki. For those of you that are Nigerians, you already know that this is a prized area in Lagos, right? He now asks me if he doesn't know if my boy, this guy that used to give them money for USDT. All right. At the time, Naira was 485 to $1, right? I said, sure. And he bought a house for that. Remember, look at it. He sold half. So if you put this together, it's over $266 he made just from Dogecoin. I'm not talking about the other ones, right? Then this guy here, there was a time I said, guys, I've made this and so profit from here. Hope you're also making your mid profit. This guy said, you are a god. I can't say anything. Made 20K off profit from open. This is a different coin, not even Dogecoin. Let's proceed. Let's see some more success stories. I will jump this one. Let me come to this one. This one said, if you know the Nigerian pidgin English, he just said something. Soap not the past like this, cooked over $60,000 off of Dogecoin. 60,000, right? This one here, I'm talking to you. He made so much money, he relocated abroad, took his siblings and everybody. He barely was 4 months when he joined. You get. And then let's go. And all of them, what they did was copy and paste. Just stayed in my community and just copy and paste. This one did 40K. And then he mentioned 20K here. He mentioned Dogecoin. He mentioned ENJ. I didn't even put ENJ on the list, okay? So like I said, we're not going to be trading Bitcoin. We're going to be looking at other coins, not Bitcoin. But I was just using Bitcoin as a benchmark to discuss. When he first came to me, this is what he said. When this guy came to me, I told him I wasn't accepting people anymore. So a lot of you are going to get an opportunity to join because of what Digital Life Prince has done for you guys. It's a very nice arrangement. He said, this breakout thing is on God. I remember chatting you up during December 2020, and you told me you have closed for the year. I told him I've closed for the year taking people. I didn't want anybody to bother my head because it was a time for me to focus on research, right? But I later just didn't. What did he say further? I said, after 2 days, you gave me a signal to buy Dogecoin. This person, I even gave it to him for free. This one, I said, okay, you know what? Let me give it to him for free. So after he made money, he reached out to me and said, boss, send me your wallet. And he sent me $5,000. This one, I just reached. See, there it's proof. It wasn't even in my inner circle. Say, after 2 days, you gave me a signal to buy Doge for long term. And then you drop other coins, blah, blah, blah. I just said, okay, let me just help this one. Because he came to me and told me he was owing. He did one Forex stuff and people want to kill him. I was like, okay, let me just help this young man. So this one wasn't even in my inner circle. So yeah. Then this guy here, he came in and was even making fun. He said, these people's Bitcoin stuff. What should I even? I told him, dude, if you want to get in. Don't come here and try to mock me. So I gave him Safe Moon. And he just put in $350. In less than 4 days, $350 became $29,800, right? And he rushed out. If he had stayed a couple of days longer, this $350 would have turned into over $600,000. For those of you who heard it, SafeMoon did 1,000,000%. Now I'm going to let you do the math. 350 by 1,000,000%. Do the math, okay? Yes, it didn't come in from the beginning that we got in. We got in at very low, but he would have made some. Let's say he did 500%, right? So that's it. Let's just proceed further. Quick. Now, the copy and paste strategy still goes. Now, this person I'm about to show you guys just copied the spreadsheet that I have in my inner circle last year. He bought it. He actually got it from one of my students and resold it for $1.9 million. See him there. So this student of mine reached out to me that I gave my crypto friend our spreadsheet. He's asking who the docking talented guy made this. That's what he's calling me. I made the portfolio, right? And he sold it. He resold it to his email list in less than 15 days for $1.9 million. He got it for free from one of my students. I don't know if he gave it to him for free, because I know a lot of persons are selling those spreadsheets. I see some persons even go on Facebook, so shameless, they can't even doctor it. They put it up there. If I mention one of the persons, you guys will even know, for those of you that are Nigerians. And then somebody reached out to him and told him, this is nice AYUK spreadsheet you're selling openly like this on Facebook. Like, come on now, dude, have some dignity. So this is it. The guy sold my spreadsheet for 1.9 million. See him there, some white guy, right? And when you join my inner circle, you're going to have access to the spreadsheet. If you want to sell it, fine. You might think you don't have people to sell. This guy also sold it. He started selling. This guy said, thanks for the push, sir. This guy was a regular student. I told him you can start a community, right? Then people started paying him $150 to join his own community, right? And then he sold the spreadsheet to them as well. But I told him, please remove my name so people don't see that it's my name, right? This is what I do. Copy and paste. Just copy and paste and go, okay? So let's cook some more, okay? Let's look at why you need to get into, now is the best time to get into crypto, okay? Because I think you're getting exhausted, okay? We've looked at the current state of the market, okay? The war made the market to be stagnant, but the war is gone. For me, it's gone, okay? The leader of Iran is dead. So who's going to instigate war again? Now, G7 is accusing Israel of war crimes and the rest. So they are trying, the case is dead, okay? Ukraine and Russia, we don't even care. That one started the bear market. We don't even care about that one. The only one we're looking at shouldn't happen again is China invading their neighboring country, Taiwan, right? So if that happens, it might take a little toll. But right now, the escalating World War III is dead. No World War III is happening again, right? Then what is next? Post Bitcoin halving expectations. I've already mentioned it, right? 3 to 6 months after the Bitcoin halving, the market begins to move up. That's it. And then the fear of the US recession as well. People are a bit cautious. They're holding on to money and all that, right? Okay. And where is the money flowing into? Let's go back here. The money is actually flowing into gold and silver, right? We don't have enough time for me to show you graphs. But soon enough, the money is going to move from gold to crypto because of the ETF approval. There is the Bitcoin ETF approval, and then there's the Ethereum ETF approval. Soon enough, when people feel like, oh, it's not actually moving, these institutional buyers, players are going to come in, buy all of it, and everything is going to explode, right? Like I said, there's going to be a rise of a new paradigm. So the next target is going to be 200K plus BTC. And once this happens, altcoins will explode. But meme coins will explode even more. 4 to 5 weeks after the new paradigm explode. Now, this is the reason. Meme coins don't have CEOs, don't have COOs, don't have CTOs, don't have offices, don't have registrations. Because of regulations, people are shying away from creating projects that will require them to register a company, have an office space, have people working there. Because if regulation comes, they can pin you down and your project is going to suffer, the project is going to dump, and all that kind of stuff. So people are tilting towards meme coins. For those of you that are on Twitter, you see that the whole rave and talk is about meme coins. Because meme coins, nobody's going to ask you anything. So end of June, first week in July, moving forward, new meme coins are going to spring up, and these ones are going to do massive gains. Now, the question is, how do I gain access to this information early? Because those who get in early always win, right? Now, I was talking about a case study of why they always explode after the Bitcoin halving and during the bull market. I said there's less inflation, there's less people holding it. So let's say coins that people have been holding since 2021, people are just waiting for it to even get to break even. They'll sell off and move to new coins. So, but these ones that are going to be created after the Bitcoin halving, they don't have inflation, they don't have so many persons. So your duty now is to find a way to get in early, the first early holders. So when new persons are coming, you're already up in profit. All right. So let me even give you a case study of SHIB, SafeMoon, and FEG, why they exploded. Let me go here. Let me go to my Safari. Where's my mouse? So this is Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu was created August of 2020 after the Bitcoin halving. SafeMoon was created March of 2021 during the bull market. FEG was created during the bull market. Now, let me even give you guys a story. I didn't even talk about the mistakes some persons made. There is a friend, he was my classmate in England. We did masters together. He came into Shiba Inu with 73 euros. Let me squeeze. 73 euros, his money grew to 350. I told him to sell. He said, no, he's going to wait for it to get to 1 million. I left him. 4 days later, he came to me and said, dude, you saved my life. I was like, what happened? He said, just send me your wallet. I said, what happened? Send me your wallet to do what? He said, I actually decided to sell my Shiba Inu when it dropped to 215,000 euros. And today, I just checked, that money would have dropped to less than 100,000 if I had not sold. You see, I told him to sell, but he was getting stubborn. Then there's another Uber driver in Canada, someone, introduced, brought him to me. He said, oh, he wants to pay off his mortgage, blah, blah, blah. I said, you have to pay me money. He paid me $1,200 then to join my private community. So he bought FEG. FEG was doing fine. His money went from, I don't know how much he put in, but he put in little money. His money got to $1.2 million. I told him to take. He said, no, that FEG are building, they're building whatever they're building. It's going to be massive. He was now teaching me. The student now became the teacher. Why? Because there's money in his wallet. Money that is not yours, because it's not yours until you convert to USDT, right? That is just the tradition. So he did not convert that money. He started telling me how before he left for Canada, he used to work for a financial institution. So it's not as if he's not seen money or this is the first time he's seen that kind of money, blah, blah, blah. What happened? He didn't come back to me again because he didn't sell. He lost all of that money. I don't know how at what point he finally sold, but I'm sure he lost all of that money. So guys, a lot of you, like I said, I'm not here to pity party to sweet talk you to like me. I don't need anybody to like me. The truth is, a lot of you are still going to get stubborn when the time comes to take that crazy money you haven't seen. You and your family haven't seen that money, and you won't take that profit. Please try to resist. Just take, even if it's half, just take. Because if you don't, you're going to regret. It is what it is. All right. So guys, this is how I pick my coins, okay? For those of you who want to just do it yourself. I look at the narrative play. I look at the backers. What are people backing it? Influencers. Who are the people talking about these tokens? Then I look at the ranking on CoinMarketCap. I mean, if it's beyond 100, if it's like top 100, I'm no longer interested. But if it's like the number is like 5,000, 6,000 on the coin ranking, I know that this one has the potential to explode, right? And then what is the current price point? If the price is so high, let's take, for instance, normal token. If the price is like $1, I'm no longer interested. Because at $1, how much am I going to? If I put in money before I can make 10x, it has to get to $10. So I'm not interested, right? So the bull cycle history, has it been in the bull cycle? Was it in 2021, or it's just been created after the Bitcoin halving? So these are the conditions, these are the things I consider before I choose. And then what else? The number of exchanges that have been listed. If it has been listed on Binance, KuCoin, MEXC, I'm no longer interested. What we normally do is we buy from a DEX, decentralized exchange, because a lot of persons don't know how to buy there, which is what I'm going to teach you, show you. As soon as you buy there, then before you get listed on an exchange, during the bull market, it's going to explode, right? All right. So let me give you a typical example. I was going to give you 4, but let me give you Moonwell. I did a video about Moonwell when Moonwell was 0.001 or so, right? But today, Moonwell has gone up to, it did up to 9 cents or 6 cents or thereabouts. So let me just say Moonwell. Okay. So even at this price point, we are still sitting in crazy profit. Remember, I said we got in at 0.002. Now, today the price is 0.03 or approximately 0.04. So if we go to our calculator and say 0.04 divided by 0.002, that means we are still sitting on 20x. Even in this bad state, we are still on 20x, right? I have proof, not like I don't have proof of when we got in. I'm not tricking you here. You can ask around. You can even go to my Twitter page and say, oh, which of you got in on Moonwell here at 0.002? You're going to see a lot of persons tell you, right? So even at this bad market state, we are still sitting on 20x. Now, the target for this coin is actually 500x minimum to 1000x, but we already done 20x. Sorry, you're already like 20x minus. So let's say, for instance, if I went in with $1,000 here, how much is my money worth today? $20,000. But we are looking at let's say minimum 200x. Okay, so if this coin gets to 200x, right, from the current price point, which is 0.04 times 200, it should be $8. So $8. Let's say you bought at this current price. Let's clear this. If you buy at this current price with $1,000, $1,000 divided by 0.039, it's going to give you how many tokens? It's going to give you 25,640. So if you do that times $8, so as of today, you're still going to be worth how much? You're still going to be worth $205,000 if you put in 1,000 on Moonwell. But there are a lot of tokens I'm going to give you that will do better, right? So those who bought at 0.002, let me calculate their money so you see. So those who bought at 0.002, let's say $1,000 divided by 0.002 is going to give them a whole lot. 500,000 tokens. See why it's good to get in early, right? Like I said, the coins that are going to be launching June ending and first week in July moving forward, you're going to get in early. That's if you find a community. So this guy here, the 1,000 that is giving you less tokens today, is giving this guy here 500,000 tokens. So if he gets to $8, it's going to be times 8. Do the math. That's how much. That's $4 million. As opposed to the person that is going to buy today is going to make $205. This person is going to be sitting on $4 million. Now, I'm not using a random coin. I'm using a coin that we got in. I gave people were thinking it's a joke, but it's already going. So that's it. So guys, this is how you need to play it. You need to find the right position to play, and you need to find the people that have been there before, who have composure. If there's a little shaky stuff, it's going to tell you people chill. It's not your time. Don't be afraid and all that kind of stuff. And then it tells you when to sell as well. So guys, that is it. That is it for Moonwell. So in case you want to get in, I've just opened up to you. It's going to give you the percentage. Is going to give you with 1,000. You're going to make with 1,000 today. You're going to make $205. So to speak. but somebody that bought before is already sitting in profit of 20,000. So it's like today he's going to be investing. If you look at it critically, today he's going to be investing 20,000 while you're investing 1,000. So he's going to have more tokens than you. Make sense? So yeah, so that'll be it. I know you want more, but this is a lot that I've given to you already. You can run with the information. But I'm going to do something. I promised your host that I'm going to do something for you guys. So if you're interested in joining my community, I don't want you to chat me up on Instagram. Okay, do not chat me up on Instagram, because if you chat me up on Instagram or Twitter, my staff will be the ones to respond to you, and they're going to charge you full fees. Now let's do this. Okay, let me do something for you guys. I want to do something crazy for you guys. So guys, I've got 3 packages for those that I want to join my inner circle. So you can read all of this. Digital Life Prints, you can give them this to read if they want to read. Okay, for those who want to read more, right? So I have 3 packages. There's the gold, diamond, and platinum packages. Now I'll start with the platinum. The platinum gives you access to my inner circle for 3 years and gives you access to all of my courses for you to go through to get yourself abreast with crypto information. You know everything about crypto, right? The fee is actually $20,999. I have people that pay me more than that for me to mentor them, for them to get have access to my WhatsApp number. They can chat me straight up. But that's not what you need. You don't need to bother me. Just be in the community and get the information. But I've slashed it recently to $3,499. But this is what I'm going to do for you guys. If you're going to pay tonight, okay, you're going to pay tonight, I'm going to let you have this package, this platinum package. Instead of $20,099, which I've slashed to $3,499, I'm supposed to give to you, I'll let you pay $1,200 for this one. For the diamond package, it gives you access to my inner circle for 1 year. You have access to all the spreadsheets for 1 year, but you can have it for 500 today. Just have it for 500. Then this gold package here is just access to my spreadsheet. Just access to my spreadsheet. I'm not cutting anything. It stays at $299. But you can talk to Digital Life Prince and the other persons. Guys, if they offer you 200 for this, but this doesn't give you access to my inner circle, you don't have access to my inner circle. Now let me run over them again. Diamond package, you're going to be in a community, but you don't have one-on-one mentoring. Platinum package, you have one-on-one mentoring, means you can ask me questions directly. But diamond package, once in a while we hold live sessions like this, we discuss where you can ask questions, but you don't have one-on-one access to asking me questions one-on-one. But this one, platinum, yes. Okay, now look, the good stuff here is all of them have money back guarantee. What this means is all of them is the same. You're going to get 100% money back, right? If we don't hit 70% of our target of the tokens I'm going to give to you, if we don't hit it. Now, what this means is as soon as we do 70%, at least 70% of the 50% of the tokens we are going to give you, I'm going to post. You already know that your mind is going to be like, oh, this guy already hit the target, 70%, 80%. So there's no point. Because I know a lot of persons who want to play after they make money, they want to come say, oh, I didn't make money, I didn't buy when you no, if you don't buy when I give the signal and others make money and they sent in proof testimony, then it's none of my business whether you bought or not, because a lot of person will pay you this 1,000, turn around to want to come take it. But I don't feel that will happen, because once you make a lot of money, nothing is going to make you want to come say, let me go take that 1,000. You're rather going to say, boss, please send me money. Send me your address. Let me send you more money to buy drinks. So yeah, so that's it. Platinum 1,200, diamond 500 if you're paying tonight, and gold package just for spreadsheet is 200. Okay. Yeah, I just realized today is Saturday. Digital Life Prince, I think this weekend. Guys, if you want, let's do this. If you can't pay tonight, what you can do is reach out to the host, okay, all of them, okay, any of them. You can do a deposit. Choose any of the package you want. You can do a deposit. They will tell you what deposit. Maybe $100 for platinum. Just deposit something, and then tell them by if you need to interact with the bank on Monday or Tuesday. So we just select the next 72 hours, business working days. But you have to do a deposit today to hold down your spot. Okay, so you can pay the money. But those that are going to pay straight up tonight, congratulations to you guys. So those that are going to say, I'm going to deposit to pay on Monday, I mean, they're going to give you a time frame. If you don't meet up the time frame, you're going to pay the full money, because I really do not even want too many persons to bother me. So the fewer the better for me to manage. So yeah, so that's it, guys. Thank you so much. So now I'm gonna do this, guys. Digital Life Prince, if your people have questions, it is time to take the questions, please. Let me just take a few questions so I can go check on my little girl. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you for having me.
So guys, if you have a question, you can just jump in the comment section, begin to type in your question directly.
Type in so I can read them, I guess, and then answer. So we don't have any questions. Okay, let me do it this way. If you have any question, please give me 6 in the chat box. Okay, Digital Life Prince, I think I think these people are good. I don't think they have any questions. So yeah, let them just communicate with you. So okay, somebody's saying 6. Okay, what's his name? Never, what's your question? You wanna just type it out? Somebody's saying, what's your target for C-Wave? C-Wave is gone. It's not the coin you want to buy now. Never, ask your question, please. Digital Life Prince, rather you don't turn on your camera so you don't distract people. Okay, let me see. Okay. What are people that purchased earlier? What coin did you purchase earlier? I don't have a question, sir. Thank you very much, sir. I have a worry, sir. What's your worry? Say it. Thanks, sir. Is Pepe? Pepe is old. Pepe is already done. He's sitting in billions. What are you doing there? I'm talking about buying new coins. You're talking about buying Pepe? It's like I'm talking and you're not listening. I already sold Pepe. I already sold all of my Pepe. I'm not holding any Pepe again. Okay. So Digital Life Prince, I'll hand over the mic to you guys to continue from there.
Boss, thank you very much.
Sure.
Thank you very, very much for this wonderful information. Love your Kingsmen. You love us so much. That's why you always give us the best. And we are very, very sure no one of us is going to miss out during this bull run.
No, you can't.
Especially hearing
You missed this one. That's it. You're not going to have it big again. That's just the truth.
Exactly, boss. So many of you don't even know. Many of you don't know that you are the breakout god.
No, it's
So guys, if you have a question, make sure that don't go back with it without pouring out your heart or asking it directly to the breakout god. If you have something to say, you say it. You have met the breakout god today yourself. You have seen him You have listened to him directly speak. If you want to join his community, if you want to join our community, if you want to belong to the Breakout God community, make sure you give us a DM me directly. Then I'm going to tell you how to go. So, Mr. Wemba, are you here?
Okay. Well, I think
If you
they're
have a
good.
question, make sure you ask before the Breakout God goes. Please make sure you ask. Make sure you type it out.
All right, guys. Probably we'll see. I'll see you on the other side. For those that are serious, the truth is, a lot of persons are going to take action, so they don't need to ask questions. They're probably going to DM you guys. So, guys, I'll see you on the other side. Once we make money, we'll definitely catch up in Dubai. Have fun. All right. Peace. God bless.
Thank you very much, boss. Thank you. Hey guys, it was so wonderful. Those who succeeded and attended. Many people give a lot of complaints. Many people say, "Oh, I've never used this one before. I've never used this platform," and they've actually lose it all. They've actually missed out, and that's how they're going to continue missing out. At the end, they'll be like, "Oh, that life prince, you didn't tell us. Oh, you didn't do this. You didn't do that." But you have made it. You have made it here. You have learned. You have listened. This is so wonderful, guys. So, actually, a lot of you made money from groups. A lot of you made money from the coin that was launched today, which I shared it in the inner cycle. So, I'm going to go now, post about it. So, before you go, guys, make sure you post about this. Post about Mr. NYCE AYUK on Instagram. Post about him on your WhatsApp. Post about him on all social media that you are in there. Then post and tag him. Post and tag him. He can repost, and you know he's the breakout God himself. He's the number one. I'm not asking you, so I'm telling you, he's the number one in the world. He's the number one from Africa, the number one. That's the boss to Bitcoin Chief. That's the boss. No, I'm not supposed to say this, but I'm telling you directly, that's the boss himself. So come on, all those people who didn't show up today, they just missed a lot. They just missed a lot. So guys, we'll be leaving you here, and then see you again next time. See you in the community. Thank you. Goodbye. Oh, somebody is saying a coin for the bull run. A coin for the bull run. Come on, I'm going to drop it in the group. Okay? You're in the group. I'm going to drop a coin there. And I'm also going to ask from the boss too.